House Intel Chairman Adam Schiff releasing procedures for the public impeachment hearings, which start tomorrow, making it clear that protecting the whistleblower's identity will be paramount. Chief White House correspondent John Roberts is live from the North Lawn for us. Hi, John.
Julie, good morning to you. Just a little while ago, Adam Schiff, the chairman of the Intel Committee, released this 6-page memo detailing how things will unfold tomorrow. Let's put it up on the screen for you so that you can follow along. First of all, there will be opening statements, but only by the chairman, Schiff, and the ranking member, Devin Nunes. The witnesses, of course, as always, will be under oath. There will be 90 minutes of initial questioning by the chairman and the ranking member. That will be split evenly, 45 minutes apiece. Those people can yield time to the committee counsels to ask questions, but they cannot yield time to other members. So, for example, Devin Nunes could not yield time to Jim Jordan. And after all of that is done, then the remaining members, like Jim Jordan, will get 5 minutes of questioning each. Adam Schiff also made it clear, as you pointed out at the top, that he intends to intervene in any line of questioning that may go to the identity of the whistleblower and will not tolerate any inquiries that seek to shed light on who filed the complaint against the president in the first place. Another issue going on here. There's another transcript that should be coming out sometime later on this week. It is a transcript of President Trump's very first call with the Ukrainian president, Vladimir Zelensky. This took place on April the 21st, right after Zelensky had been elected president. We thought that this was going to come out today. The White House plan initially seemed to be to put it out as a counterweight to tomorrow's first public impeachment hearing. Now looking like later on this week. The president first talked about this nearly 2 months ago, said that he would be glad to make it available if anybody asked. Weeks ago, the Democrats said they wanted to see it, but this week is when the president will put it out. Listen to what he said at Joint Base Andrews on Saturday.
They asked for it, and I'd gladly give it. So you'll read the second, and you'll tell me if you think there's anything wrong with it. But never in history has anybody gone through this. It's a witch hunt, and it should never happen to another president.
That call has been described to me by multiple White House officials as innocuous. Even Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vindman said that there was nothing concerning about it in his testimonies to the House committee, saying, quote, April 21st was complimentary, positive. He, this is the president, repeatedly praised President Zelensky for the significant landslide victory he had achieved. And in general, I think there was, probably a little bit of humor exchanged. As you may know, President Zelensky is a comedian, so he tries to put in a couple of, I guess, lighter lines in there to help him build rapport. It's unclear whether releasing the transcript could change the narrative at all. Arizona Congressman Andy Biggs thinks that the Democrats have already made up their minds. Listen here.
I'd like to hear that phone call, see that transcript. I think for me it would clear some loose ends, maybe for the public, but not for the Democrats. I don't think anything's going to try to will derail them from the impeachment effort that they're on.
And just because every second here at the White House something new is coming along, Mick Mulvaney, the acting chief of staff, today filed a motion with the federal district court here in Washington, D.C., saying that he will not seek a court opinion on the enforceability of the subpoena that the House committee sent him. He said that he will simply rely on the guidance of the president for his no-show up there, not complying with the subpoena. Because I guess, Julie, you see, yesterday he was going to join Kupperman's lawsuit, then he was going to file his own suit, but there's always the chance that you could lose.
There is always a chance.
Yeah,
that is a good point.
Maybe that factored into it.
All right, maybe it did.